Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. And keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So dear Dhamma practitioners, in these ongoing meditation sessions, we mainly try to share some basic informations for yourself to build up a very clear, good, solid spiritual foundation. Because when it comes to practice meditation, there are many meditation techniques and there are many kind of interpretations, and the people have different ideas regarding meditation. But out of this class, we mainly try to, out of these sessions, we mainly try to provide some basic information for yourself to get into the very authentic, classic meditation related to the Buddha's teaching. So when it comes to that meditation, there are two mental cultures. So meditation, we mention here as a mental culture. So why we say that? Because it's mainly go with purification of our own mind, not a kind of like gaining something or look for something beyond our mind. It's not depend kind of like reach to somewhere and try to settle down, or it's not kind of like reach to somewhere, gain something from that. So it is right now, right here within yourself, bringing the more awareness to your own inner feelings and recognizing by your own mind and go with it. Bring this purification to yourself. So the very key beginning of the purification of your mind, recognizing your own thoughts without any judgment, without any attachment, without any kind of version related to that feelings. So it's another way we call see things as it is. So why we have to come to a place to practice that way? Because through this journey of this life, we always develop our ideas through the culture, tradition, believing system, methods, patterns, and we develop some kind of way of thinking. Now, naturally, when we experience through our perception, through our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, minds, what happens? That conditioned mind already overtake the moment of experience and bring some kind of ideas or the thoughts related to that experience. Another way we call it is kind of like we have that our personal opinions. So what is your personal opinions? From where it come? It come from your own past experience. So how you get into that past experience? Because consciously or unconsciously, knowingly or unknowingly, likely or dislikely, somehow you got the influence by the outside informations. So now that information became kind of like your own understanding, but it is not that. So then what is the difference in between the information and your own understanding? When it comes to the informations, it always bring you to the comparison. And it always take you to another level. It's kind of like information has a desire, the method to bring the unsatisfaction. But the experience is not like that. When you experience with something, it brings the completion. Now you see the difference. So when we go with the informations and it brings the unsatisfaction, and once we settle down with the experience, it brings the completion. So that when we go with the information, it creates a kind of like a journey. So that's why the samsara is a kind of like a journey. So the samsara, we go through this timeline. And when it comes to a journey, it's always go with the preconditioned mind and depending from ideas. And in the very next moment, you have the hopes and the desires and you have the patterns. You already set up some thoughts. So following that thoughts, you keep going in that way. And there is no end. But when it comes to the recognition and when you go with the experience, is still the journey happen. It is more than the journey, it's become a quest. So what is the difference between the journey and the quest? So when it comes to the quest, it's always in the very next moment, uncertainty, but you know that you detach your preconditioned mind, but still you are capable to go with that unknown moment. So that is the quest. So when you more settle down with the information, that the experience, your mind has the capability to bring the adaptivity. It's kind of like you bring the fluidity to inside your mind, inside your life. So rather than developing and go to the informations, when we go with the information, it brings the rigidity. And it's always kind of like bring the very solid, the preconditioned mind regarding the situations. So, and out of that, what happened, we always have the struggle to make things happen. But once you go with the moment of experience and you develop a life as a quest. So in the very next moment, it's kind of like maybe it can be very dark and it can be very cloudy and it's uncertainty in front of you, but still your mind is detached from the hopes and it's completely have the awareness ready for whatever appear in the very next moment. So that is the power of human mind that you can develop in you. So in day-to-day life, if you look very carefully, in front of you, when you look into the life, how you face for that. So this very moment and the very next moment and the next hour, next evening, and or the next day or the next week or the next year, or sometimes after 10 years or even sometimes our next lifetime, we already bound to, it's kind of like with our like, dislike and our with mental opinions. And it's kind of like a deeply have a spider web related to past and the future, holding our opinions and the kind of like a self-centered ideas. So are you capable to get out of that your own mental web that you develop? So how you can get out of that? It is a mechanism. It is not just by thinking yourself you can get out of it. Because thinking also can become a part of that, the same mental web. So then that's why we need the meditation. So the meditation is not another way of thinking. So the meditation is a method. You just settle down with the moment, focusing and recognizing your moment of present moment of feelings or the sensation or whatever the experience you go through. So once you are capable to become that, the life can transform to something. What is that transformation? It's kind of like the way you look regarding the world, the lens that you use can change. So the preconditioned mind can completely transform to very fluid mindset. So then within your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, when you experience the world, in that very moment of experience, you become free from the very conditioned mind related to the perception. So when you have that inner freedom, that freedom brings the transformation. So when it comes to the spirituality, the very purpose and the very meaning of that spirituality is the bringing the freedom to our inner experience. So when we experience something, are you bound or are you conditioned from something or some ideas or the believing, or are you completely available to see things as it is? So that inner freedom will take you to another level to understand that how things come to be as they are. You are capable to recognize the very nature as it is. Because otherwise what happens when we mainly depend on the information, the life become normal. When the life become normal, when you take things as normal, what happens? It's going to be there. It's always going to be there. And once you settle down comfortable with that, that comfort start to develop your journey forward. But our purpose is, whatever experience, we don't take it as normal. We have to take it as the moment of hindrance. Or if just imagine, when you take of any experience as normal, you allow it to happen as it is. But when you take it as a kind of like a problem, you look for the solution. So then in this very moment, what you experience, if you bring a little more attention and start to look what this is, what I experience, what is the meaning of experience, what is the benefit of this experience, from where it comes, how this happened. So then you go a little bit further than settling down with it. So when it comes to this meditation practice, you don't take the life as normal. You take the life as a quest. It's always in the very next moment, you're ready to take it in a very conscious way, not a very normal way. So in that way, what will happen deeply, you can transform your habitual patterns, your believing system, or kind of like your preconditioned mind completely to release. So as example, if I bring a simile, It's like this. Just imagine you have a very good coffee machine. So early in the morning, it give you very nice coffee. And sometimes you enjoy the coffee. So by the time what happened, not the coffee, you start to attach to the coffee machine. So you have a nice car. And by the time what happens, you not the journey that you make out of the car, and you attach to the car. And maybe you have a cup. So then by the time, not what you drink, you attach. So by the time you attach to the cup, so maybe you have nice, comfortable garments. So by the time you forget the very comfort of the garment, and then but you attach to the garment. See that how that attachment can happen out of it. But when you take this life as a quest, when you become detached, when you become free from the very next moment, and when you don't have any kind of believings or the followings or the hopes regarding the very next moment, what happens? So you start to, release the coffee machine. But that doesn't mean you're not going to drink coffee. How about that? Maybe around the world, just imagine you're going to go for a vacation. Or maybe you have to move. This is a very good coffee machine, but you can't take it with you. So then maybe you want to sell it, or maybe you want to give it to somebody else, or maybe you put an ad. Okay, if anybody like, this is a very good coffee machine, take it. And you give it with the good heart and knowingly. Now it is not the machine you add that you want the coffee. So maybe somewhere you get more better coffee. So drinking coffee is nothing wrong, but attached to the machine is totally different concept in life. So then deeply you have to understand that what we nourish day-to-day life, are we getting to the very source of the happening, or are we just go with the face value? So maybe if you are capable to let go that coffee machine, because it is not the machine, end of the day, it's the coffee is the important. And maybe you have a nice car. So then by the time you have to sell the car, and maybe you go for a journey, and maybe somewhere another country, another place, maybe you riding a bicycle. So maybe you riding the bicycle and maybe you miss your car. Oh, I couldn't get my car. But how about if you are capable to make the journey happen? Because just imagine in the top of a mountain, maybe you can't take the car there with you. So the very purpose of your life, so let the journey take forward. Not hold it to that what give the comfort. And just imagine the bed. Maybe it is not the bed that you have to more focus. How you get the sleep? What is the sleep? What is the condition of the sleep? And maybe you have to let go your bed. One day you have to move to another place. There is no bed, maybe just, you put a blanket on the floor and you have to sleep. And how about, maybe you think about all the way, you think, oh, my bed, it is so good, it is so expensive, oh, I can't let go it. No, you maybe sell it and earn some money, or maybe you gave it to someone. And then when you come to the blanket and lie down on the floor, maybe, far away somewhere. And how about, can you enjoy the sleep, letting go that bed? rather than comparing, oh, my bed, oh, if I have that, my bed so good. So that is what, when it comes to the quest of the life, when you go with the journey, that information, we always keep the repetition, repetition, repetition. And wherever you go, you want the same things exactly like the way you want. So you don't have that, fluidity of life, that the flexibility of the life. So try to bring it to yourself. Then you will see there are more better places. There are more places that you will, enjoy, and there are more better places that you can be experienced. There are more better places in your life. Every day can bring you the wisdom. So whatever you have, it's okay. You have it, you enjoy it. So we have these lights, the mic, computer, and these things. So we have it, it's okay. And today we do this like this way. Maybe tomorrow, if we don't have the internet, or, and we just, how about you? Then you can't have this, class like this. Maybe how about you take a book and settle down and read a little bit, one paragraph regarding meditation or something. Or maybe you sit under the tree somewhere, or you settle down yourself and practice meditation yourself. Can you have the same, the joy inside you, rather than, oh, today what happened to the meditation class? Oh, if I have that, was so good. No, don't bring that lifestyle to yourself. So that's why looking into you, get out of that, all the patterns, the methods, that's the key point that you have. When it comes to purification of our mind, in the very surface level, in the beginning, we have to take out a lot of dust. Those are the dust that you have to work with. So then look into yourself deeply, very carefully, that you will see you are so comfortable and you already set up your life with the patterns, the methods, and and the things you eat, the things you drink, and your toothpaste, toothbrush, your shavings, and your pillowcase, your mattress, your bathroom setup, your bedroom, and lunch, the dinner, the breakfast, coffee, the tea, or the water. This just for a day, how you maintain. Look what it is. You already maybe set up with the preconditioned mind. If you don't have it, if something or somebody attack to that, you get so mad, you get so disappointed. Without that, you feel like lost. Why? Because you take all the mental conditions as your life. No, life happened beyond your mind, but we caught up inside our mind, and we look for that, and we feeding to our life. So the meditation is a method, break down that pattern and take you out of that prison. That prison means our mental prison, and look with the pre-mind, not preconditioned mind. So when it comes to that, each and every moment, and you have the strength, courage, awareness, flexibility, that everything within you. Just imagine, in the middle of the ocean, Christopher Columbus, go through his voyage and look for something without knowingly what he going to see. Just imagine, in the middle of the ocean. It's no navigation like today. There's no kind of like the satellite information. There's no kind of communications, nothing. Just imagine in the middle of the ocean, And it's a kind of like a very cloudy, dark, around around him. See that what kind of mindset that he had. It's not the kind of like a something simple, So that's why he make the kind of like the journey move forward. Is the quest, make it more successful, because that his mindset to go through that uncertainty, go through that darkness in front of him. Is the courage or the strength or the ability, So like that in your life, just imagine your awareness. How about when you close your eyes and focus to your inhalation, exhalation? Can you have that, Christopher Columbus mindset to look into the very next in front of you, that darkness in the middle of the ocean, don't know what going to meet, and you are sharp, you are very clear, you don't make any mistakes, you waiting what next. So that is a kind of like the strength and the power. It happened long time ago. So from that point to today, remember, you are so advanced. Our brain, our physical body, our environment, that everything so advanced. So you are more capable to get into something in front of you. So only thing is just, settle down a little bit and bring that ability, trigger that ability inside. It is there. It's like a, explosive. It's kind of like a dynamite. It's kind of like that something waiting to, catch the fire. So your recognition, your understanding is there waiting. Only thing is bring your awareness to the moment. Rather than going here and there, jumping here and there, dreaming here and there, and creating your imagination with this or that. No, just settle down with the moment of feelings a little bit and experience that. And that way you will say. Rather than making a journey, go with the informations, with this uncertainty, the moment by moment. You go with this quest, bringing the recognition with the complete awareness. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit. So your right palm on your left and make it straight in one line. And be comfortable with your posture. So scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say Sopatweva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, and may my breath be more smooth, and may no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment you're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, is observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. When it happens through the sensation, recognize it. Do nothing extra. Bring attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata cha me sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya dhammanu dhamma patipattiya buddhang pujemi dhammang pujemi sanghang pujemi Attaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadi maranam ha paribunjissami Idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.